What's up, guys? It's your boy TPP, and I'm back with that true crime talk, baby. Let's go. Yo, man, do I got one for you guys. A little follow-up to the last two videos I did on this Zab Girl drama, but it seems the plot is thickening. We'll get into that. But real quick, can you do me a favor? Can you smash that like, and if you haven't already, can you smash that subscribe? Do it for your boy. Help me out. Help me help you. All right, let's jump into it, though. I know you guys want the juice. All right, guys, so you all know, for those who don't, Zab Girl, Freedom of Information Act, she acquired court documents, and within those court documents, it had the autopsy pictures of Gannon Stout. And, you know, from what I'm understanding, it is not abnormal, you know, to get autopsy photographs because you're talking about the full-on, all the documents, right? That being said, think about all the big networks that constantly get FOIAs, Freedom of Information, you know, and they don't post these types of pictures, right? So, come on, man. Just like I said, my last videos, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Just because you can get this information does not mean you should repost it. And now, right now, I mean, she's getting all the attention she wanted. She's getting all the attention and some more. Right? Because you have News Nation and Law and Crime, at least two big networks that have a huge YouTube presence, right? A lot of us use them as resource, especially for like live trials. And then you know, they've both done pieces on Zab. And it's refreshing to finally hear some of the big media coming out and kind of echoing the same thing that I said in the videos I had put out already. And that's that there is no excuse for this. There is no right in this at all. At all. I do not care. Once again, I'll reiterate. I do not care if you could legally acquire these papers. I don't care if she legally could do what she did. This crosses all lines, all boundaries of morality. It shows zero empathy for the family, and it shows zero respect or empathy for Gannon. That little boy, trigger warning, if you all don't know, he was pretty much tortured to death. Tortured to death, and then his little body was stuffed into a suitcase and moved from state to state, and then dumped off the side of a freaking bridge in Florida. And then you're gonna have the audacity to take those horrible pictures that you should have never got a hold of. Somebody like you should have never. Somebody with such a lack of a moral compass, like, should have never got a hold of. You're going to take those pictures, put them on your Patreon, behind a paywall, but then use the YouTube platform, and I don't know if she used other platforms, to go ahead and you know, promote it. This goes against community standards for YouTube use. You're not supposed to redirect traffic in that way. And you're especially not supposed to redirect traffic to content from their platform that there's no way you could have on their platform. And then, you know, she doubled down. She made a community post basically trying to make herself look like a victim, trying to excuse what she did, and trying to downplay it like, you know, it's okay, you know, it's not for everybody, but, you know, I didn't do anything wrong, basically. Well, I'll report to you as of today, like I just just like I just said, she's had 2 hit pieces done, one by News Nation, one by Law and Crime, and I'm sure there's other outlets that have that I haven't seen, but I'm sure it is, because this has made international news now. This has made international news. So, yeah. Now, what else do we know? Patreon stepped up. They pulled her whole Patreon. It's gone. Right? Bravo to the Patreon platform. Good on you for stepping up and correcting this injustice. All right? And now she's gone. Zav is gone and went to her community page and pulled down her last post where she was trying to double down, because it was nothing but backlash on it. I mean, literally, I watched comment after comment pop up on there, and everybody liking each other's comments, going after her for what she's done. I don't disagree with anything I saw there, but yeah, she definitely deleted that. And then I've watched her subscriber count drop. You're talking about somebody that was, almost 100K subscribers, and now she's dropped, went from like mid 90s to low 90s. Now she's at the high 80K mark, and I guarantee you it's not done dropping. Now, that's not what I want to talk about. That's not it. Is it also seems that she's not the only one that's done this. You have a smaller content creator, which right now, as I looked at her sub count, it's just under 2,000 subs. And I don't know what it was before this, but it had been brought to my attention by one of my subscribers after seeing my last 2 videos on Zav, that this lady has done literally the same thing. Now, her name is Natasha Cooper. I didn't know about her until, all this popped off and my subscribers, keep me in on it. And so I went and looked. And sure enough, she has another statement similar to what Zav's was, basically downplaying what she's done and the seriousness of it all, right? But the funny thing is, if you go to her community page, she's had to turn off comments on everything. She's had to turn off comments on everything on her community because people were trying to light her up in every single one of her posts, regardless if that post had anything to do with this situation. People are basically wanting to get their messages in and let her know she done screwed up. So this person who probably worked pretty hard, I guess, I don't know her, probably worked pretty hard to put her content together to try to get up to that subscriber count, and get a monetized channel. She's about to lose her channel. She's about to lose everything she worked for as well. So you got one big true crime creator, and you have one small one, literally did the identical thing. They did identical things, and they're both receiving extreme backlash from it. And the consequences, I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over, because I feel like this community... Oh, let me back up real quick. Because there's one other person. Now, we have like I don't know if you call her medium-sized content creator, but I think she's in the 20-something K, right? Really popular in some circles with some people. And this content creator has come out, and she is pretty much, I don't know, said that she'd have done the same thing, and she's kind of condoning what Zab Girl did, saying that it's not illegal, and that she might have done the same thing. So fuck it. I mean, whatever. That content creator is BHB, Bullhorn Betty, and because of her stance coming out and saying that, I went over and checked out her community page. I don't follow any of these people, but I'm definitely going to go see what the talk is and see how they're handling it, see if they're going to apologize, correct their ways. And I went to the comments, on the post in the community section, and it's the same thing. She's getting lit up. And you're talking about she's getting lit up by long-time loyal supporters of hers. Because I think what this whole situation's done, guys, is I think there's a lot of people out there, like I've said in my other, drama content that I, cover when I'm denouncing, the drama that goes on, is there's a lot of gullible people, a lot of good-hearted people, but gullible people that are just spectators. They're just subscribers, viewers, supporters. And there's a lot of narcissists in this game, right? Because, I mean, think about it. Inherently, you got a bunch of content creators, YouTubers, right, from every genre. And come on, let's face it, we all like attention, right? We all like that attention for one reason or another, whether we like to entertain, educate, whatever it is. So that lends itself to a little narcissism, right? You know, at some level. I'll be honest with you. But it's like some of these people are high-level narcissists, and they have zero moral compass, and they're able to get up on their channel and just work circles around these gullible people and get them to believe that they really do care. You know what I mean? And I've seen it a lot since I've been in the true crime. Before I was even making videos, I've seen it a lot, and it put me off a lot of creators. You know, I'd follow them, things would look good at first, but then I'd start noticing the little red flags, and you know, I'd be out. At that point, I'm out. Well, it's like I said, some people are good-hearted and they're gullible, you know, and then they're more emotional, and they're able to be manipulated by these content creators. So this situation, what it's basically done is, I believe it is like elevated the maturity of a lot of these subscribers, viewers, supporters, and shown them that like some of these people that they kind of blindly followed just by being gullible and having a good heart, they made a mistake by doing so. And you're starting to see it. And to me, I don't like that this happened because, like I said, it's upsetting. I feel like Gannon has been hugely disrespected. And he's the last one that deserves that after what he went through. But his family, his mother and his father, I mean, like I said, man, they literally could not look at those photos during the trial because they couldn't see that. But now those photos are floating around the internet. Disgusting. It's disgusting. That being said, though, I'm glad that there has been finally something to cause some change in our community. For too long, the only people causing waves were like these clip channels who want to claim, you know, grifting this, grifting that, or this person's a bad person, this person's a bad person, which sometimes, you know, most of the time they're wrong. I think they're just hating because they don't have original content. And every once in a while they'll find something that's legit, you know, it needs to be looked at, and somebody needs to apologize for something or correct their ways. But this one right here, man, this is a serious situation. I mean, basically it's like this. All the channels I don't agree with the way they do clips and this and that, and they just create drama. Like when I'm agreeing with them, when other people I know in this genre are agreeing with them on something, you know that's something significant. And this something that we're dealing with right now, it's drawing a line in the sand on how to be a proper true crime content creator as a YouTuber. And it's anybody that is going to go ahead and stand on that other side with these content creators who have crossed the line, absolutely crossed the line, and are wrong on so many levels. You guys are gonna. This is not a battle you want. You need to like step back, readjust your morality caliber, and wake up. Like what you're doing, what you're supporting, it's not right. It's not right. And especially it's like when some of these people claim to be for the children, for the victims, this and that, for the victims' families, right? They're for all this, they say all this, they, you know, project this morality to be like that, then turn around and do something this heinous or support it. That really shows what you're about. You ain't about the families of the victims. You're not about the victims. You're not about anything you say you are. You're virtue signaling to make money, but deep down inside, you don't care. You don't care. Only thing you care about is your your subscriber count and your view count and how much monetary gain you're getting from each one of these horrific cases, these horrific tragedies. It's absolutely it's pathetic. But I truly hope the majority of supporters, subscribers, however you look at yourself, lurkers, people that don't even subscribe to nobody, they just watch content, I really hope that it changes the way that you follow, you subscribe, you support people. I hope that you're going to be doing more vetting on people's content from the past to the present. I hope you're really going to start listening to what they're saying when they're talking about trials and cases and how they're moving. You know what I mean? If something doesn't, even if you like a person, but there's just something doesn't seem right about how they're covering a case or a trial, like, you're probably right. You're probably right, because like I said, now that this is all going down, there's a lot of people calling into panels or making comments that, you know, like, I was kind of on the fence about this person, kind of on the fence, even though I was a long-time supporter, you know, like, there's things that just were off to me, and now I know why. Well, you know, you were right the whole time. Don't let a content creator or their subscribers, their you know, their mods, any of that stuff, don't let them gaslight you. If something is logically, rationally, in your heart, in your mind, not right, you're probably right. It's probably not right. Don't let somebody that created a YouTube account gaslight you into believing you're wrong. People need to start speaking up and standing tall and firm on their morals, their beliefs. You know what I mean? Like, that's part of the problem with our society right now, is you don't have enough men and women. I'm talking real men and real women standing tall and standing firm in their beliefs. They're too scared to be called ignorant or a bigot or whatever. Come on, guys. Let this incident right here be the catalyst for change in this community, because it's long overdue. It's long overdue. And to all the content creators out there, all the YouTubers out there in this genre, the true crime community, all of you guys that are standing tall on this and speaking what's right on this and not bending a knee to clout or fear or, you know, loss of subscribers, I applaud you. I absolutely applaud you, because some of the people I follow, they have done that. The ones that are talking about it, they have stood tall, and it's made me pretty proud of them. Honestly, it makes me feel better about the fact that I subscribe to them, that I help support their channel, because it shows me that they truly have that integrity, that character that I thought they did have. You know, and I don't always agree with everything that, you know, some of the people I follow say or do or whatever. But on this right here, this is a make or break. If you're on the wrong side of this one, I can't mess with you. I can't mess with you. And I'll never mess with you again. Because there's no arguing this. This one's cut and dry. This was wrong. Absolutely wrong. And then, you know, not to digress a little bit, but some of the things I said on my prior video about this, right? Which is basically that I don't think it's over. I think there's going to be more legal blowback from this for Zav Girl, for this Natasha Cooper, for anybody else that's pulling this kind of stuff, because that content that you're posting, it doesn't just fall under freedom of information. Like, you're posting pictures, right? You're posting pictures, not diagrams, actual physical pictures of a child in an undressed state, mutilated. Do you understand the two categories that falls under? Yeah, you know what I mean? That child, that CP, it falls under that. And it also falls under, I don't know what the true definition for it. There's different things that it's called, but like, it's like smut. It's like gore porn. Like, I don't know how you want to call it. But there's literal sickos in this world that get off on seeing that. Not just the CP, but the of a child that's been mutilated. That's real. There's really people out there like that. And what Zab Girl did is she literally made a place on Patreon for those sick freaks to come view that stuff. And so did this Natasha Cooper. And then, you know, BHB out there backing them basically by saying, oh, well, you know, it's legal. And I might have done the same thing if I had the pictures. And, you know, there's nothing wrong. Dude, get the f out of here. Nobody. Oh, dude. I'm going to stay off of that person because there's already people that take her to task enough. So I don't need to jump on that one. But that one right there, man, the logic and the morality out the damn window on with that person, 100%. So, yeah, guys, this is a lot more serious than just, oh, she got Freedom of Information, you know, Act filed and got this paperwork, and you know, she was trying to just put more true crime content out there. No, that is not the thing. No. One, shouldn't have did it. Just zero character, zero morals, right? But it falls under something totally different that nobody's talking about. And that's the fact that this literally is technically CP and smut. And I'm pretty fucking sure that's felony level. Pretty damn sure. So when I say this ain't over, trust that all of the true crime community that's stirred up right now, they're making calls to lawyers, they're making calls to legislators, the courts, and I got a feeling that people are going to push for the legal system to take care of this. So don't be surprised when you see this ain't over and somebody's going to get legal repercussions. It's going to happen. And I believe this is also going to push in some legislation to keep this from ever happening again. Now, I've seen people talk like, should YouTubers be dealt with for their, you know, their conduct outside of the YouTube platform? That's overreach. Right there, that's overreach. So now, if you did it in the way that, you know, Zabgirl did it, where you took content, put it on your Patreon, but used YouTube to promote it, you're breaking, you know, the rules. So YouTube can definitely do something about it. But if you have content outside of YouTube, or you do something outside of YouTube that has nothing to do with your YouTube content, I don't feel like there's anything that, you know, any laws that should be enacted to stop you from doing that, or YouTube shouldn't be able to do that. I mean, as long as you're using their platform properly and you're not breaking the rules, then, you know, it is what it is. But that's not what this is. Rules were broken on the YouTube platform to get, you know, subscribers over to the Patreon, and what was done on the Patreon. Granted, it could have been, you know, could be legal, but why did Patreon take it down if it was legal? So what that tells you is, yeah, if it was simple autopsy pictures, like of just body parts, not full body, if you know what I'm saying, and it not a child, I don't think Patreon would have yanked it. But because of the fact that I'm telling you this falls in two nasty categories that are felonies, that's why Patreon pulled it. Because Patreon's not going to keep CP up or smut up. They're not going to do it. Not going to do it. So that's the thing I think a lot of people are missing on this. You know what I mean? Is this isn't just she made a bad decision. Like, she posted CP, bruh. That's what it comes down to. You could call it autopsy pictures, but for other sick freaks in this world, that's CP or smut. It is what it is. So when I say that this ain't the end of all this, I'm telling you right now, it ain't the end of all this. So I don't know, guys. I didn't mean for this rant to go this long, but that's what I got for you. Round 3 of this whole situation with Zab Girl, and now I'm finding out this Natasha Cooper lady, and then, your old BHB is, saying that nothing was wrong here. So that being said, guys, hopefully y'all are drawing a hard line like me. Hopefully you guys have unsubscribed from people that have done this or are promoting this as okay, and hold people accountable. It's time to clean up this genre. It's definitely time to clean it up. It's been too dirty out here for too long. So that being said, hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'd appreciate it greatly. And until next video, it's your boy, the Piscine Predator, aka TPP, baby. Much love. I'm out. Peace.